Okay, we're going to make the standard part file for this U bracket, and then we're going to follow it up with a model-based definition like we see here, as well as a drawing. So let's begin by doing a two-dimensional sketch, and we'll put this on the bottom plane. We'll stretch it out, perhaps like a triangle. Maybe a midpoint would probably be good here. Let's see, center point would be good, 2 point. I think that's what we refer to as a center point. Yeah. So what I'm representing here is a line that goes through that circle and this circle on left and right. Then we have the bigger piece down here. Now what I'm going to do first, though, is I'm going to make these two arches at the end, and then I'm going to do an extrude cut and then extrude join to make this arch in the middle. We can see that the height of this right here is going to be 2 inches because the radius of that is 1. So let's start adding our constraints. Where that one's going to be 2, then zoom back, perhaps a little bit more. And then the distance from hole to hole, you can see here, is going to be 5. So we should end up then with a fully constrained part, just because we started at the origin and we got these in the proper place. Looks like they're only showing about 2 dimensions, or well, okay, 2 places past the decimal. So go tools, document settings, units, and then get that over there to just 2. Okay, so then we can add our circles at the end. And so staying on the sketch and doing a midpoint circle right there, and another one right over here. And those are going to be diameter of 1/2 inch. So let's see if it's going to give us a diameter. Looks like that is a diameter, yes. So 0.5 on that one. And this kind of, I guess, maybe right there might be good. Then we can make these equal to each other in diameter. Then the next thing to do would probably be put an arch, a center point arc rather, going from here and then all the way over to there. Hopefully that still leaves it fully constrained, and it does look like that is the case. Now I do want to make this one right here a hidden line. So let's go up here and make this one a hidden line and that one a hidden line. But I think it was thinking I was talking about the dimensions. So let me try that again. Yeah, it looks like thinks I'm talking about the dimensions. Let me try maybe moving that the other direction. Okay, finally, to click it just right. Okay, now we can go over here, center point arc, make sure we're off of the construction line. And by leaving these as construction lines, it allows us to maintain a fully constrained part just by leaving that dot there. Otherwise, we wouldn't quite get that. Even if we erase these in here, we'd probably not get a fully constrained part. At this point, we can do an extrude, and I think we found that the extrude is going to be 1/2 inch, but it's not here. So it's actually a missing value in this. And I believe it's going to be 1/2 inch. So let me pause the video and see if I can find it on the actual drawing. So here's the drawing file that we're going to do later. I'm not sure if the author intentionally left off the thickness or not, but regardless, we need to add that in there for the extrude. And we're only going to extrude this, not the holes, of course. It's going to be 1/2 inch. And let's see what that looks like. Get the isometric view. You see this right here is rotated with respect to mine. So we'll need to probably rotate either this view or rotate our initial part before we start making this drawing. That's going to come up in another video. So what we need to do here is finish up the part, and that's by making the arc on this plane. Now what I'm going to do is a center extrude or a center plane extrude. Let's find the correct plane that bisects this the long way. That one right there. And then we will say, let's go ahead and start a new sketch on that plane. And we're going to make the arc. We can start here at the bottom and then go over here, arc over. And one of them is going to be, oh yeah, That's the other thing is that in our other drawing, it said 1.75, and in this one, it says 1.65. I guess we'll need to figure out why there's a difference between the two. If he changed it during the process, or um, let's go see if he's done it another way. Pause the video. So there does appear to be some inconsistencies because I do see it now as being 1.75 in another area of the textbook. So we'll go for this, go with this for now and double check on that later. This middle one, the inner radius is 1.25. All right. And then we might even take a view so that we're slicing it. So let's go down here to half section, and then let's see which view we really want to get. We want that, maybe this one visible just for a moment. Let's see. Oh, wait, it's thinking about a drawing. Let's just do a half section view like this. So you select this and it says which plane do you want? And you want that one. Then you click, I think, OK down here, the green check mark here. And I can see a slice of it. We can finish up our profiles before we do the extrudes and the cut. What I mean by finishing up the profiles, we have to have a closed shape. So we have these two arches, but we need to close it like so. It's still fully constrained, which is a good sign. That means that the snaps that locked onto these horizontal lines were good. Now what we can do is extrude this in two directions. And so we need to go 2 point, let's see what it said up there. I think it said 2.5 for the width. Yeah, you can see the 1.75 here now. And yeah, we bisected that to get that 2.5, but you can see the width of this arch is going to be extrude. So we're going to say 2.5. And this needs to be a mid-plane extrude. But in fact, I'm going to make this a mid-plane cut because first of all, I need to cut this bottom part off of here. So I guess I could say, let's cut this off right there. And then I'm going to say do another one in which I take the outer ring and make that a join instead. And there it is. And you can see it does have the overlap to the left-hand side. We can remove this optional half section to see that we got the whole thing. The last part here is to drill a hole in the middle. So I'm going to try to find the center of the drawing down here and then just do an extrude cut all the way up. So if I hover over each one of these, I can see that's the view that I need to be focusing on. I do want to put a drawing on that, but maybe see if I can highlight the section where I want that circle to be. Well, I guess I could just start drawing on that surface, come to think about it, right? So just right click and say begin new sketch, or it thinks I'm in another sketch here already because I clicked on it too soon. So let me try that again. Or is this my sketch? Yeah, okay, so I'm actually down there. I forgot about that. Let's draw a circle like this. And I don't think I got exactly in the middle, so I'm going to get really close there. We're going to put a 1/4 inch through hole. All right, and then to complete this part, we will do an extrude cut all the way up through all, and then go like this. Then at this point, we want to make sure we save the files. So we're going to save this as U bracket. And we are in chapter 8. Try that again. Make sure I save it in the right directory. And we're going to save this one not as the example, but instead it says to name it U bracket. The reason that is what in the next video, we're going to, um, first of all, make a model-based definition file that looks exactly like this. We're going to add dimensions to this. Then we're also going to do the drawing file, which looks like this right here. Where did it go? All right, there. And so we're going to need to perhaps use the file name to map over to the table that describes the part. So that will be in the next two videos. So we'll do one for the model-based definition and another one for the drawing file, which will be a PDF file. All right, I'll see you in the next video.